Before you decide to start a Google Ads business, before you create an ads account, watch a few tutorials, and start telling people you can run ads for them, I need you to understand what this business really is. A Google Ads business looks simple from the outside. You help companies advertise on Google, they pay you, and you manage their campaigns. But behind that simple description is a business that demands skill, patience, analytical thinking, communication ability, and responsibility with other people's money. Google Ads is one of the most powerful advertising platforms in the world. Businesses use it because people on Google are often searching with intention. When someone types a problem or a product into Google, they are usually closer to taking action. That is why many businesses are willing to spend money on the platform. Your role, if you enter this business, is to help them spend that money effectively. Many people are attracted to this model because it has global demand. A business in one country may need help reaching customers in another. You can also serve local clients. Another attraction is that you do not need a physical shop. You can start with a laptop, knowledge, and the ability to get clients. That low physical barrier makes it appealing, especially for people who want a skills-based business. But low barrier does not mean easy. Google Ads is competitive. Many freelancers and companies already offer campaign management. The platform itself is also complex. There are search campaigns, performance max, display, remarketing, shopping ads, conversion tracking, audience systems, and constant changes in the interface and rules. If you do not understand what you are doing, you can waste a client's budget quickly. That is one of the fastest ways to lose trust. The foundation of this business is skill. You need to understand how Google Ads works beyond surface-level tutorials. You should know how to research keywords, structure campaigns, write ad copy, set up tracking, analyze performance, and optimize results. You do not have to know everything on the first day, but you must be committed to learning properly. Clients are not paying you just to switch on ads. They are paying you to improve outcomes. Positioning matters a lot. If you simply say, "I run Google Ads," you sound like many other people. If you say you help a specific type of business generate leads or sales through Google Ads, you become clearer. For example, helping private schools get admission inquiries, helping clinics get patient bookings, helping e-commerce stores get sales, or helping service businesses get calls. Clear positioning makes your marketing easier and your offer stronger. Client acquisition is where many people struggle. Knowing how to run ads does not automatically mean you know how to get clients. You still need a method for outreach, content, referrals, partnerships, or networking. Some people use LinkedIn, some use cold email, some use content on YouTube or social media, some begin with people in their existing network. What matters is that you treat client acquisition as a core part of the business, not a side activity. When speaking to potential clients, you must understand their goals. Some want calls, some want website purchases, some want app installs, some want store visits. The campaign structure depends on the goal. If you do not clarify the goal from the beginning, the campaign will have no clear direction. This is why discovery conversations are important. Ask questions, understand their business model, understand their profit margins, understand what a lead or sale is worth to them. Pricing is another major area. Some beginners start extremely low fees just to win clients. That can help at the very beginning, but it becomes a problem if you remain cheap while carrying serious responsibility. There are different ways to charge: monthly management fees, percentage of ad spend, performance-based arrangements, or project setup fees. Each model has advantages and risks. Monthly management fees can create more stability if you can retain clients. One important truth in this business is that you are dealing with client budgets. That creates pressure. If results are poor, the client feels the loss immediately. This is different from some digital services where the impact is slower or less measurable. In Google Ads, numbers show up quickly. Impressions, clicks, cost per click, conversions, and cost per result are visible. That transparency is good, but it also means you must be ready to explain performance honestly. Tracking is one of the most important technical foundations. If conversion tracking is not set up properly, you cannot measure real results. Many accounts look busy, but are not actually producing meaningful outcomes because the data is incomplete or wrong. A serious Google Ads business owner must care about tracking quality. Without measurement, optimization becomes guesswork. Optimization is continuous. Campaigns are not something you set once and forget. You review search terms, improve ad copy, adjust bidding, refine targeting, remove waste, test new angles, and improve landing page alignment. The people who do well in this business are usually analytical. They like looking at data and making decisions from it. Communication with clients is just as important as the technical work. Some clients expect instant results. Some panic when spending starts and conversions are still low. Some compare your work with unrealistic expectations. Part of your job is educating them. Explain timelines, explain learning phases, explain what the data means. If you only send numbers without explanation, clients may lose confidence even when the campaign is progressing normally. As the business grows, you may manage multiple accounts at once. That requires organization. You need a system for checking campaigns, reporting results, documenting changes, and responding to client questions. Without systems, things become messy. You forget what was changed, why it was changed, and what needs testing next. Later, you may bring in support. You could work with someone who helps with reporting, creative design, landing pages, or campaign monitoring. But you should not rush hiring before the income and workload justify it. Many people try to look like a big structure too early. It is better to stay lean and competent than to expand into confusion. There are also risks. Platform changes can affect performance. Competition can increase cost per click in some industries. Some niches become very expensive. Some clients will not have strong offers or good landing pages, and that will limit results no matter how well the ads are managed. You need to learn how to identify whether a client is actually ready for paid traffic. A strong Google Ads business is not built only on traffic skill. It is built on business understanding. You need to care about the client's offer, profit margin, sales process, and customer value. Ads can bring visitors, but the business behind the ads determines how valuable those visitors become. This is why the best people in this space think beyond the campaign dashboard. This business can be profitable because clients often see it as a growth investment. If you help a business generate more revenue than they spend, keeping you becomes logical. That is the ideal position. You are not just an expense, you are part of their growth system. But to reach that position, your work must be tied to results, not just activity. If you want to enter this field, start by learning properly. Practice with test campaigns where possible. Understand the platform. Study real case examples. Learn how to read data. Then begin offering services carefully. Collect proof, improve your process, build confidence through experience, not just theory. A Google Ads business can give you global opportunity, strong earning potential, and valuable skill. And how the business works, the next stage is learning how to operate with more stability. Many people know how to create a campaign, but fewer people know how to run the business around the campaign. That difference is important. Skill can get you your first clients. Structure is what helps you keep them and grow. One of the first things you must develop is a clear process for onboarding clients. When a client agrees to work with you, what happens next? Do you collect business information? Do you review their website? Do you check whether conversion tracking is already installed? Do you study their past campaign history if they have one? Do you define the main goal clearly before spending begins? If these steps are random, the work becomes messy from the start. A good onboarding process protects both sides. It helps you understand the client's business and helps the client understand how you work. It also reduces confusion later. Many problems in Google Ads management begin with unclear goals and poor setup. If the foundation is weak, optimization becomes harder no matter how much time you spend inside the account. You also need a system for reporting. Clients want visibility. They want to know what is happening with their budget. A clear report does not need to be complicated, but it should explain performance in a way the client can understand. Show what was spent, what results came in, what improved, what is still weak, and what you plan to test next. When clients receive only raw numbers with no explanation, they often feel uncertain. Communication is a major part of retention. Some agency-style businesses lose clients not because the ads completely failed, but because the client felt ignored or confused. Regular updates, clear explanations, and honest conversations help build trust. If performance is weak, it is better to explain the issue and the next action than to stay silent. Silence creates doubt. Another important part of this business is qualification. Not every business that wants Google Ads is ready for Google Ads. Some have weak offers, some have poor landing pages, some have no clear sales process. Some expect immediate results with very small budgets in highly competitive markets. If you take every client without evaluation, you will accept campaigns that are likely to underperform. That hurts your confidence and your reputation. As you grow, you must learn how to manage multiple accounts without becoming disorganized. Each account has different goals, different budgets, different industries, and different problems. Without organization, you will forget changes, miss opportunities, and respond slowly. Simple systems can help. Account notes, weekly review routines, task lists, and structured optimization schedules.
Optimization itself should be methodical. Beginners often make too many changes at once. Then they cannot tell what worked. A more mature approach is to test with intention. Improve one major area, observe the data, and then continue. Campaign management is not just activity. It is controlled improvement based on evidence. You will also need to understand the relationship between ads and the rest of the business. Google Ads can bring traffic, but the landing page must be strong enough to convert that traffic. The offer must be compelling. The follow-up process must be fast. If a business pays for clicks but responds slowly to leads, the campaign will look expensive even when the ads are doing their part. This is why experienced Google Ads operators think beyond the dashboard.
You may also decide whether you want to remain a solo operator or build a small team. A solo model gives more control and less management stress, but it limits capacity. A team model increases capacity, but it introduces leadership responsibilities. Neither is automatically better. The correct choice depends on your goals, personality, and ability to manage people. The real opportunity in a Google Ads business is not just collecting management fees. It is becoming valuable to businesses that need measurable growth. When you help a company acquire customers profitably, your service becomes important. That is the position you want. Not person who clicks buttons in an ads account, but person who helps improve customer acquisition. To reach that level, you need patience. You will not know everything at the start. You will make mistakes, some campaigns will underperform, some clients will leave. That is part of the learning curve. What matters is whether you improve after each cycle. If you treat this like a serious business, it can become highly rewarding. If you treat it like a quick online side hustle with no depth, it will likely remain unstable. Master the platform. Understand the client's business. Communicate clearly, track properly, optimize with intention. Protect your reputation, keep learning. That is how a Google Ads business becomes more than a skill. That is how it becomes a real company. By now, you should already understand that a Google Ads business is not just about knowing how to create campaigns. It is about combining technical skill with business thinking. Many people learn the platform and still struggle because they only focus on the dashboard. The ones who do well are those who understand both the ads and the business behind the ads. At this stage, the most important thing is clarity. Clarity about the service you offer, clarity about the type of clients you want, clarity about how you price, clarity about how you measure success. Without clarity, you will keep attracting the wrong clients and accepting the wrong jobs. If you are just starting, do not pressure yourself to look like a big company. Start lean. Master one strong offer. For example, helping service businesses get more qualified leads through Google search ads. Once you can deliver that with confidence, it becomes easier to grow. Trying to offer everything at the beginning usually creates confusion. Your next priority should be proof. Proof makes selling easier. Even if your first results are small, document them. Keep records of what the client spent, what results came in, and what improved over time. Screenshots, simple case summaries, and honest performance breakdowns are powerful. People trust evidence more than promises. You also need emotional maturity in this business. Some campaigns will perform well, some will take time, some will fail because the offer is weak or the landing page is poor. If every bad result destroys your confidence, you will not last. Learn from the data, improve your process, and continue. Client selection becomes more important as you grow. Not every client is a good client. Some will respect your process and understand that advertising needs time and optimization. Others will expect magic in a few days. The longer you stay in this business, the more selective you should become. Good clients help you build. Bad clients drain energy and damage confidence.
Systems will save you. Create a simple weekly routine for checking accounts, reviewing search terms, updating reports, and planning tests. When your work follows a rhythm, the business becomes less stressful. Chaos is not a sign of hard work. Chaos is usually a sign of poor structure. If you decide to expand later, expand carefully. Hire only when the income and workload truly require help. Many people hire too early because they want to look big. That often creates more problems. Growth should reduce pressure, not increase confusion. If you are willing to learn the platform properly, communicate clearly, manage expectations, and treat client budgets with seriousness, then a Google Ads business can become a real long-term asset. If you are looking for something easy, fast, and low effort, this is not it. Build carefully. Learn continuously. Protect your reputation. Focus on results. Stay organized. That is how you move from just running ads to owning a real Google Ads business. If you got value from this video, apply what you heard and stay consistent. Subscribe if you want more honest business breakdowns like this. I will see you in the next one. Owning a Google Ads business can be profitable, flexible, and globally relevant, but only if you treat it like a real business. It is not enough to know how to open a campaign. You must understand strategy, tracking, communication, pricing, and client management. If you are willing to learn the platform deeply, take responsibility for results, and improve consistently, this business can give you strong income and long-term opportunity. If you enter it casually, it will expose you quickly because everything is measurable. So before you start, be honest with yourself. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to handle client expectations? Are you ready to take responsibility for budget and performance? If the answer is yes, then start properly. Master one offer, get real results, build proof, communicate clearly, stay consistent. That is how you go from just running ads to owning a real Google Ads business. If this video helped you, like it and subscribe for more honest business breakdowns. I will see you in the next one.